So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm pretty excited about this video, to be fair, because I get to show you guys possibly the most realistic gameplay that you're ever going to witness. You can forget FIFA, forget it, all right, and forget the hypermotion tech and all that stuff. Yeah, it looks great, and you can kind of make FIFA play a little bit more sim, but at the end of the day, the animations are too fast and players turn on a dime. And other than that, there's really no other games to play. This is a game changer, an absolute game changer, because what they've managed to do with this Gentleman's Club gameplay, as you can see, it is the ultimate Fuma experience. And I'm going to talk about that when we talk about the videos and look at them. What they've managed to do here is add, like, or put in new, not put in new animations, because apparently Konami nerfed them. That's what they did. But there's new animations in there. The gameplay is smooth. It's responsive. All the goalies, I think, are on offensive, so the goalies are a little bit better. The matches are challenging. I mean, I'm using Jeremiah's broadcast camera, so it looks even better. But, folks, I am buzzing for Master League now, because it's like every match is going to be like I'm watching and playing a real live game. I am playing on ultra wide, by the way. The old fingers are going to be out today. So take that into account. My Master League series is going to be an ultra wide, because it is beautiful, folks, to look at. It really is. When you're playing a match, you want to see more of the screen. Sports games are probably the best games to play on an ultra-wide monitor. Well, you know, NBA and football and all that stuff, because, you know, you want to see more of the field, more of the court, etc. Anyway, I don't know which way this video is going to go. I will just talk about what I talk about. I'll leave timestamps the video, but timestamps the video. I'll leave timestamps underneath the video. But let's dive into this. Right, so this is free for you guys. Don't worry. If you do want the tactics, though, there is a Patreon page. It's like $5, $10. It's not a lot. Don't worry about it. But it's worth it, because you get like all the tactics. And Kidman right now is working on adding more for the new season. So this is what you're going to get with this file. As you can see, the DT18 CPK file, that's standard. We've seen that. There's a few things, you know, that are enhanced in that file that makes the gameplay change. But there's also a gameplay loader version. And then up until I didn't install this initially, without the gameplay loader, you're not going to get what I'm about to show you. You have to make sure you install that. And then you can go into Cider and it will show you. I'm not going to be doing this live for you guys. It's all pre-recorded, but I'll show you once the Master League begins and all that fun stuff. But the gameplay loader is what makes this an absolute belter. So after that, where's my mouse gone? They've got the new game exe from Holland and Inca's Golden Value. So it's a new exe file. You drop that in there. And then, of course, you've got the VirtuaRed database from the latest update, etc. And these also applied offensive play styles on all the keepers. That's right. So no goalies are going to sit back. They're all going to come out, close you down with the one-on-one situations. And then they've also got the speed server with our design values for the gameplay mod. And that basically, it slows it down a little bit without having to mess around with -1, -2. That's it. You're going to have those 4 or so files. You're going to whack those in there. And then this is what it does. So I'm going to read this quickly because I want you guys to know. As you can see, script removed from Superstar. I played on Superstar. I haven't tried it on Legend because I haven't unlocked it because I got my new PC now, so I've redone it all. But I played Champions League matches and I got battered with Paris Saint-Germain against Chelsea 3-0. It was not an easy game away from home at the Bridge. CPU is more lethal in front of goal, is no more lethal in front of goal. I mean, there were some matches where they were lethal and some weren't, you know, kind of a mixed bag there. AI now has more human decision-making and smart approaches in all areas of the pitch. Folks, they really do close you down a lot. They do. And I feel like the gameplay's a lot more smoother as well. You know Pez's animation. Sometimes they're stop, start, and they stick their leg out and they try and do... Sorry, Ollie. They try and do things and it looks silly. I didn't see it in the few hours that I played. AI respecting tactics instructions brought to 0 every value which regulate the frequencies of specific offensive situation from the CPU. In this way, they will respect perfectly their assigned tactics before and during the game. Folks, if you don't want to listen to this, just use the timestamps, as I said, and I would just go straight to the gameplay. It's up to you. This is just to show you what this thing can do. You've got... Can this thing sod off? I don't want the quote thing. You've got the AI is calculated with build-up play. You won't see any more stupid long balls every match. Instead, you will find a patient CPU unless the team has long ball instructions. That's true. I played Burnley. They were playing those long balls. I was playing Chelsea. They weren't doing it so much. Improved players' responsiveness. Yes, that's a big, big help. Improved the keepers thanks to the wonderful animations. And I'm going to show you a few animations of the goalies and how they don't no longer jump to the moon, which, you know, no one wants. Realistic ball physics. Roll. Would you go away, quote, and reply? No one likes you. And bounces like in real life. You will feel a difference based on pitch conditions. You've got the chip shot improved. The trajectory made lower and more tense for a realistic feeling. Air through balls improved. And passing system revisited almost from scratch. Beautiful. This is probably one of the greatest part of the GP now, thanks to the new ball physics and the new decreased power gauges. You can do very short passes and play some real-life tick-attacker like in real life, even with grounded through balls. In one word, you can feel the freedom. An improved foul system. I was giving away a lot of fouls. A lot. So you probably will give away more than the AI, but I was a little bit keen sometimes. This has been something really random because I didn't touch that much, but everyone, including me, seems to like this new realistic foul system. So there we have it. And then you've got the Big Brother pass maps, which I do recommend if you want all the tactics, folks. Okay, simple as that. The tactics are very, very key to get them to play that way, but that's kind of a Patreon thing. All the links will be in the description. Anyway, that is everything. All right, now I'm going to quickly show you my Cider folder just to give you an idea of how this works. This isn't really an install tutorial, but I want to show you what it looks like, so bear with me one sec. All right, folks, so this is my PES 21 root folder, as you can see. I'm sorry if my face is shiny, because I'm trying to get some light in here so I'm not blinded. I'm hopefully going to get a green screen and some lighting for Christmas, fingers crossed, so my setup might improve, but we'll see. So mainly this is what has been added. Okay, I did add obviously the new DT18 file, right? That's been added into the mixer. I backed up the old one just in case. After that, also in the live CPK, I got a different database. I'm using PogChamp's like older database mixed in with V4. So like Bellingham is actually rated like an 81. He's not a 70. It's just far, far better. If you guys need that file, I'm going to have to probably show you guys how to get it or just leave it in the description. But yeah, you're going to probably want to put that in, but only if you've got VirtuaRed. This is the VirtuaRed V4 mod, or not mod, patch, folks. That's what I'm using. And then in modules, now this is where it gets a little bit more steamy because we're going to have the speed server, as you can see right there. Okay, you've got 3 files. SpeedServer.lua, and then the text file, config, lua, and text file. So those are going to be added into the mix because you want to make sure they're there. And then also, there is another one right here. There it is. The gameplay loader. Okay, so yeah, pretty much the gameplay loader is what you're going to need because that really does make this gameplay file different class. So you have all that stuff there, and then you've got the new exe file. That's another one. Now, if I show you guys real quickly my Cider file, which I will, these are the things I've added. So what you want to do is you want to go ahead and add that right there. lua.module equals a gameplay loader. Make sure you've got it right, exactly the same as the folder or the file is, otherwise it will not work. And then you have also got the speed server that has been added. Right, so that's pretty much the 2 Lua files you need to add into the mix, which is going to help you get the same realistic speed, and then you can load in the gameplay as well. That's it. That's the 2 files that you're going to need for Cider. And that's pretty much it, folks. That's really all you need to put into your copy of PES. I would recommend you do get VirtuaRed if you like. I mean, it's going to work with, I think, anything. But I'm just using the database, so it works out well. All right, now I'm going to show you the gameplay. Let's dive into it. I'm going to blow this screen up, full pelt, and the magic's going to begin. Here we go. All right, folks, I've blown up the screen. I say this is ultra wide, and this just makes the game so much more fun to play. I didn't have, just to get, you can see as well, by the way, on the sides of the screen, there's kind of a fishbowl effect, which is, you have to change the hex code, basically, to get ultra wide to work on, like, non-gameplay related instance like this, showing you off camera. So anyway, there's a bit of a fishbowl effect on the left, but it doesn't happen when you're actually playing the game. I didn't have Stadium Server installed at this current time, so that's why I was playing at the Luigi Ferreris Sampdoria Stadium for the purpose. But I'm going to let this run through. So this is the beginning of the match. As you know, Cristiano Ronaldo, I mean, we don't really need to see all this. I was just, I was getting in the mood. I was listening to the Champions League anthem, as you do. And there comes the lads straight through the bars. Why not? So there's the intro. There's all the players. Now, because I'm using PogChamp's files, like the ratings have changed for some of the players. They're a little bit more respectable. All right, so let's just dive right into this. I do want to get to the gameplay. So here we go, right? This is the gameplay mod in a nutshell. Young boys attacking from your left to right. Manchester United from right to left. Hopefully it records well and is smooth enough. Ignore the jaggies. I need to fix a few of those around the circle. But I just want you guys, and I'm going to go all over the place here. That was a terrible pass. I'm going to have to get used to broadcast camera, but I'm actually liking it because every match just feels like a real game, especially in the Premier League, because like Newcastle's camera is different to something like Anfield, and when you play at Burnley, it's different to like Old Trafford. But I'm going to like fast forward through a different few videos here. Anyway, this is an early chance here for Rashford, but I want you guys just watch the AI, admire it. I'm gonna ping it about. I'm gonna show you guys that I'm trying to play football. I really like the pace of this, as you guys can see. I never really had a problem with like my players like just standing around like idiots, which happens often in the default vanilla gameplay. Because a lot of the time, if the player, I don't know, it's the coding, isn't it? It's the responsiveness and the coding of the default game. It's rubbish. But there's a nice bit of play by Sancho. Chance to kind of just floated that one in there towards Rashford as it comes back to Luke Shaw. Young boys had a lot of chances in this game. I had a few as well. You can see Paul Pogba here. Good little bit of feet, but bang. But lost possession, and then it's a chance to defend. I'm going to probably show you guys the Chelsea game as well, because that's when I got absolutely mullered by them. But this is a bit of a teaser for you to start with. But right there, you can see, let's bring that back. Right here, you see, look, I got in the way of it. Boom, players react straight away. They're not messing about. They're not fanning about. They just get on with it. Pogba goes down there. That looked like kind of a new little animation. And that's what I mean. You are going to see, and I had a bunch of times where I sort of stopped the game. And I was like, have I seen that animation before? I just hadn't. It was like there's new animations that have been put into this, especially the keeper, and you're going to see that as well with David De Gea. I think in the second half, no, I think it's the first half, he makes a decent save. I don't know what I was doing there. That was a shocking rollout, but I was just testing Lindelof just to make sure he was alive and kicking with Mr. Van der Beek. Good challenge there. Didn't have Bruno, by the way. He was down for this match. Now remember, we're taking on young boys. This isn't someone like Bayern Munich or Chelsea. But they try to play it through. We are playing on Superstar as well. Not Legend. Didn't test that out. There's a lovely little outside of the ball boot there by Mr. Paul Pogba to find Luke Shaw. Back inside to Fred the Red. There's Pogba. And I also love this camera because, you can see the crowd. It's the atmosphere. You're there. And trust me, I'm going to show you a lot of different snippets. So, yeah, stay tuned. And right there's nothing wrong with that. Won the ball. Nicked it away from Fred. Young boys now maybe need a little bit more players pushing forward, but they're playing on the defensive. All I really want from a good gameplay mod, folks, honestly, eliminate the script. This is a perfect example. Look at that. Straight through. There's Sancho. And the way he dinks that over the goal was very, very classy. But this is a prime example. Would this happen? No, watch. Watch this ball through and watch Sancho completely outpaces the centre-back because he's quicker than him. Stats actually play a key role. And I just couldn't quite get the old dinkity-doodah to nestle into the bottom corner. But stuff like that, love it. Not getting cheated out of it. And the physics here, as you can see, the ball was kind of spinning the other way, and yeah, it just didn't quite work out. Now, there was a goal in this. Right, now watch this save from David De Gea. This is a reaction save with the feet. Here it is. Watch, near post, bang, bang. I've never seen that before. That's why I kind of paused the game real quick, and I went back and looked at it. Right here. Boom, boom. It hits the outside of his leg as he was taking a step away. That caused him to kind of get that foot out, and then it hits the other arm. And I'd never really seen that before. Here it is. Near post. Flick it on. Come on, Ricky, what are you doing? There we go. And then boom, boom. And it was just the way it was like, woo! Just about saved it. So, I mean, honestly, that's very realistic because David De Gea does that all the time. Saves it with the feet. All right, moving on. I do actually score. Right, now there was another save that I need to show you guys as well. And I think this might be it right here. So it was a ball forward. Couple of deflections. Players falling over the place. But look how quickly they're reacting. And that save right there. Normally, the goalie's going to jump about 50 feet to make the save. This is another prime example of the goalies being a little bit tweaked. And the animations, I don't know how they've done it. I really don't. I don't know what you do with the game. You go in the code and you do what you need to do. But this definitely, I've never seen a goalie make this save on Pez. Let's bring this forward. So right here, as it comes back towards him, I got caught with the old pants down, as you'll have to do. He takes the strike. And then watch David De Gea. Can't really see it from this angle. But he doesn't jump anywhere near as unrealistic. Like, that's a normal keeper making a normal save. Like, watch him. Look how far he jumps. It's not ridiculous. It's just a good save. So there's another prime example for you. And I watched these about 50 times because I generally was impressed. I thought, am I high or something? Or am I seeing things that I haven't seen before? And definitely seeing some goalie saves that look much better than the default gameplay. Of course, look, folks, the animations are still in the game. This is not a brand new game. It's still PES 21. But it's still what you get. It looks far, far superior. So, yeah, young boys started pressing me a lot here, and it was just constant pressure by them. I can get the ball out. We're 25 minutes in. Remember, we are playing away from home. Good challenge there by Lukey. I'm not sure. I think we score soon, though. Mr. Cristiano Ronaldo, who's been obsolete in this match, by the way, just does what Ronaldo does, and he will show up very shortly. So here's Wan-Bissaka finding Paul Pogba. But if you really want a full experience, folks, I highly recommend you try Fuma out, because it really changes the whole gameplay thing. I actually turned on... Yeah, I did turn on the radar because it is still very difficult to see this side of the field. But try Fuma out, folks. Turn off the assist and just enjoy the game like this, because, you know, it's just less scripting, it's less nonsense going on. All right, let's move forward. I want to try and get to the goal here. Well, here was Varane looking for that switch towards Rashford. If it is a bit laggy, that's just the recording of me doing this like this. When I was playing, it was beautiful. No problems. All right, Wan-Bissaka inside to Fred. Poor pass, gives it away. Here is that Fasnacht now. And when you watch Chelsea, I'm going to put that game on after this. Chelsea, PSG, you're going to watch the way they play. Lovely football. It really is joy to watch. So a bit of a loose pass there, and that was a foul. Referee brings it back. Thank you very much. Definitely was a free kick. So I'm just going to pump this. I thought, you know what? Let's look for Ronaldo. See if he can win the header. Unable to get there. So we'll quickly let this roll out. It's quite funny. The goal that I score in this turns out from a really bad cross into, well, a fantastic one. I think this was it right here. Watch that. Absolutely shocking ball in. And then watch this. Luke Shaw picks it up. Takes it down the byline. Fasnacht can't get there. And Cristiano Ronaldo. What a lovely volley. What a lovely volley to put it in the old back of the net. See. You never get bored of it. So that just goes to show you, you know, it can happen. Right, that's enough of this match. I'm now going to go over to the PSG Chelsea game, because that one was a belter. So give me 2 seconds. All right, folks, so here we are. Chelsea and Paris Saint-Germain. And as you can see from the last match, the camera's now changed because we're using the authentic cameras. So this is Stamford Bridge playing there And honestly, Messi felt really good as well. He's very nippy, very quick. And it's almost like he's got his player ID back. I don't know if that happened or not. But yeah, just have a look at this. Watch the way Chelsea play the football here. You know, it's Kante. Swings it out wide there to Chilwell. Lukaku in this match was an absolute nightmare for me. Marquinhos just couldn't handle him. So yeah, Messi starts again. Back to Marquinhos. Paredes. I really love the fact that you can just play football. You can just play football. Yeah, I was actually trying to go through the cameras just to try and see if they were different. This was all through Cider. That's why Stadium Cam is pretty much the same as broadcast. But I was just kind of playing around with it. It's not relevant. Ricky, get a move on, son. Put it back on broadcast and get on with it. And had to put the radar back on as well. All right, so here's Ramos, the outside of the boot. Kurzawa. I forgot about Mbappe. For some reason, he was on the bench. I did the old auto-select, and they didn't pick him up. Anyway, here's Messi, and look what we can do with him. The nimble man. Absolute beast. But it's a fantastic bad challenge there from Barkley. Trying to take the quick one. Verratti. Back to Wijnaldum. A nice little turn. Back to Kurzawa once more. I had a chance to whip this in. And I'm going to have to basically... Oh, it nearly turned out to be a good finish in the end. Nearly got caught on the near post. But it's learning all the camera angles. This is going to take the time. But honestly, I am. Master League, folks, we are going to be doing this. This is basically a teaser for how Master League is going to look for you guys. You know, tune in every day because it's going to be like you're watching a real match live on TV. There was looking for the big man of Lukaku. Good clearance away. Back to Wijnaldum. Now a chance for Messi to stretch the legs. And you feel like you're Messi when you've got the Messi. He kept going here. Got a little bit fortunate there off Kante. And it was a decent effort. And a comfortable save, though, by Mr. Mendy himself. Let's fast forward a little bit more. But yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. I sat there and I played game after game with different teams, different cameras. Just thoroughly enjoying the way the AI were playing. I mean, watch them pass the ball around here. Not everything has to go forwards. I mean, that's a foul. It's a late challenge by Messi. Does he whip out the old yellow? No, he doesn't. So now they've got a chance for the free kick. Jorginho towards Thiago Silva. Jorginho once again. Barkley. Chilwell. Starting to play some good stuff here. Took a little deflection. I should have cleared that. I didn't. I messed up. And Barkley with a goal and a good save by Donnarumma to deny him. There's Neymar was not up for this game. Actually was on orange. But I thought, well, he's Neymar. You know what I mean? You got to play him. Could have stuck the snake of Di Maria on. But nah, forget it. Anyway, here comes Mr. Beardy. Ramos, terrible pass that. Absolutely woeful. We are going to get punished soon by Lukaku. He's going to score a really nicely taken goal. Here is Kurzawa now. Back to Neymar's. Icardi, didn't find him enough. But even like the little ricochets, I love the fact that everything is just, it's smooth, you know? Yeah, the players do stop maybe every now and then, but no way near the same level of default gameplay. Generally, everything runs very, very smooth. And it just keeps the match flowing. That was a terrible ball in. And that's where I've got to learn to actually cross the ball. Anyway, have a look at this for a chance. Look at the header here from Lukaku. It looked absolutely brilliant. And I did actually go back and was looking at that a few times. Because the way Lukaku jumps up, and he beat Marquinhos in the air time and time again in this game. I was having a nightmare trying to handle with him. Yeah, his hand still goes through the body. That's nothing to do with mods. You can't change anything like that. But just the way they got up, the old faces grimacing, they look fantastic. Look at it. All right, well, I think I looked at this for about an hour, so let's fast forward. All right, so we're 35 minutes in, and I'm going to be making these matches long. I mean, I think I might even do 20-minute games. Just to keep things going. Look at that. Thiago Silva, bang, winging the challenge, not giving Messi the time of day. Now watch this for a goal, ladies and gents. I think this is it. No, this isn't the chance because he's offside. But very, very shortly... Oh, so I switched cameras, okay? Now this is an example of me playing on dynamic, wide, custom. I forgot I did this. And honestly, I was like, nah, Nah, I prefer live broadcast. Honestly, it looks so much better. It looks absolutely class. But watch this here. Mount, Lukaku. Look at this for a pass. Not only this, have a look at this for a finish. Bang! And core blimey does it look good from that angle. Just got carved wide open there by Mr. Romelu doing the business. But the way he took that and the ball from Mount to just bend this round the defender was absolutely class. Ramos hasn't got the pace anymore. And Big Rom does the best of the best. So that was a goal to nil. I know they score a few more. There was Verratti with some lovely feet. Skipping past Barkley. Chance now for Hakimi. Again, crossing is going to be something I'm going to have to learn. But that was a lovely play. And then it comes back to Wijnaldum. A comfortable save there for Mendy. And here we go again. Chelsea working it forward. But you let me know what you think of this. Like, surely this has got to be the most realistic, looking football game we've ever had. I mean, PES 6 was great and all that, but that's not realism. If I'm talking about ultimate realism here, and just the way the game looks, the way the game plays, the speed of it, the tempo, the scripting isn't there, you feel like you've got a chance against any kind of team. Different animations, which you will see more and more animations later on. I did start to see a lot more. I do want to show the few other goals that went in. So here was Kazawa. Poor pass. It happens. That's what Manuel does to you. Look, Romelu Lukaku can't get the ball off him. Great shielding by him. Mason Mount back to Jorginho. As he splits it through to Ross Barkley. Lukaku. I was like, where do I go with him? Do I stay with him? I try and make a block. Well, I couldn't. And Donnarumma made the save. Just a constant problem. And there it is. I've missed the goal. Right, here we go. Watch this. Watch this. This is straight from a throw. Here, watch. Azpilicueta, Barkley, Jorginho. Azpilicueta once again to Mount. Starts again with Jorginho. Lovely play. Oh, okay. There was a free kick first. But watch the quick free kick. Barkley, Jorginho. Well, he played a nice 1-2 with me somehow. I'll have a look at this ball from Azpilicueta. Back post. Lukaku's there. And that was number 2. I just couldn't contain him. The guy was getting on me absolute nerves. But he didn't know what he was doing. He forgot he was celebrating. There was another goal, by the way. Oh, this has got to be shown. I want you guys to have a look at this as well. Have a look at how well, because I brought an Mbappe in the second half. Watch this. That ball, but look at the touch. Bang, bang, bang. The way he brings that down, that's not happening in vanilla gameplay. No chance. And I had to go back and actually look at this a few times because watching the flight of the ball and just watch this Mbappe-esque. This is him 100%. Takes it on the touch, keeps going. And then he does a hilarious face there. But the way he brought this down was so lifelike. Bang, bang. Beautiful. And this is what I'm kind of saying when I've tweeted it. This is like a mix of PES 22, if we had one, mixed in with PES 21. Because there's a bunch of new animations that just didn't exist previous. So now we got a chance with Wijnaldum. That's a great challenge there. Chelsea win it back. And this was just a really difficult game. Chelsea were playing very Chelsea lifelike. Taking their time, trying to work it about, not really playing a ton of long balls. Trying to look to Lukaku time and time again. We finally made a challenge there. That stumble animation, that's always going to be in the game. Unfortunately, that's not something you can kind of get rid of because it's a scripted animation in its own right. And there we go. Nothing wrong with that challenge, but we get the ball right back. No messing about. And then I found absolutely no one because Icardi buggered off. Back to Lukaku again, looking for his feet time and time again. Here's Mount. Barkley. Good play by him. And the way, I mean, look at that. The way he drew the foul in. And this is why you are going to get so much more fouls with this mod. 100%. Because the AI is smarter. They know what's going to happen. Watch. Well, they don't know what's going to happen, but they know. I mean, kind of milked that a little bit. If not a little bit of a dive. So how good are they on free kicks? Well, let's have a look. I think I made a change here. And then there was a chance. I think it was going to be Mount or Jorginho, one or the other, to try and fire that one in. Took a deflection, and it didn't quite happen. Right, where's the final goal? I will show you guys the last goal that they scored against me, because I just wasn't having a good day here at all in the slightest. So Lukaku won it back, then he flicked it out wide to Chilwell. Delivered it in. I don't know what Donnarumma was playing at there. No idea. And then it came back to Barkley. So, dodgy keeping. It does happen. And look at those guys on the sideline celebrating. Right, so that's that out the way. I'm going to really quickly show you some other matches because I played a ton of them. And it was just good fun. Hang on. Alright folks, so I've moved over to an Everton West Ham match that I whack on into the Europa League. I thought I'd have a little bit of fun just to kind of test out the stadiums because we're at Goodison Park here. Once again, it's a different kind of camera. This is how it would look if you were at Goodison Park watching it on TV. But yeah, just have a look. Once again, the way that AI plays, I actually quite enjoy playing with West Ham. You know, they're apparently a good little team at the moment, aren't they, under David Moyes doing the business? Anyway, here was a chance for Richarlison. He was just kind of biding his time here, waiting for the right option. Finding Coleman. Tried to deliver it in. Comes back to Richarlison again. Coleman. Decore. They decided to have a go. Good to see him shooting. Have a shot. Don't hesitate. Shoot the ball. That's what you like to see. And then Iwobi got crowded out by a couple of players. Now, we had a chance to break here with Mr. Lanzini himself to Benrahma. Or Benrahma. Down to Cresswell. Does really well there, Cresswell. Floats one high, looking for Antonio. Comes back to Bowen, went for a specialty. There was the chance. Ooh, I nearly scored. I'll be honest with you, I didn't score many goals in these matches because they were very difficult. But the chances that I had, this was unlucky. Bowen went for a specialty, it came back for the volley. And it just clipped the outside of the damn post, which was a shame. Let's move on a little bit more now. Cresswell finding Souček. I don't know what I was doing there. Terrible place to lose it. Now you got a chance here for Mr. Iwobi, who didn't mess around there, did he? Just wanted to shoot. Now we got a chance to break. And these matches, some of them are very cagey. Some of them are very open. Generally, the longer the matches went on, then, you know, things slowed down a little bit because of the stamina. Here was a chance of Richarlison. Back to Decore. Calvert-Lewin able to turn and... he missed the target. See? Not all laser-guided missiles because, you know, you don't need it. All right, so we move forward a little bit more into the old hour mark here as Decore brings this forward. Once again, another foul. Like, I fouled the AI so many times. I've actually played the short one there with Richarlison, but, yeah, it didn't quite work out for him as Areola now will take a bit of time and then give it a good spanking. Now, there's going to be coming up a goal any second now where there was a mistake at the back by Everton. But I'll be honest with you, the way Everton are playing right now, yeah, this very well may have happened in the real world. So you'll see it in just a second as Seamus Coleman brings this forward. Little fake by him, delivers it towards the near post. Iwobi with a chance and then just clear the ball, lads. Clear it away as Everton start to press now. Back inside to Andre Gomez. Look at that, bundled out the way. Said enough is enough. Right, now this was the chance right here. Antonio, I said I'm going to play this straight through the middle. Now watch the mix-up between the two at the back here. Alan tried to play it back to the goalie. He got it all wrong. And Lanzini finished it off. So yeah, you could say, oh, well, the AI, you know, they made a mistake. Yes, they did. But let's be honest, in football, you do want to see some mistakes. You don't want to see everything 100%. You know, working, because that's not true to nature. But right here, look, Alan, he tried to pass it back to the goalie and Keane got in his way and Lanzini took possession and slotted it home. I think was there one chance straight after this? I'm not sure. Folks, I recorded so many games. I could sit here and dissect these all. Now, because we are using the broadcast camera, it does cut off this side depending on kind of how the camera's set up. If it's too low, you're going to lose a little bit of the pitch. You know, here's Richarlison. Delivers it high towards the back post. It was a dangerous ball, but a comfortable one. Right, so there was that match. We're actually going to move forward now. Okay, I can actually show you guys what I mean by cider. Right there. I've just missed it. Right there. As you guys can see, top left, gameplay loader. This is what you want on. You got to make sure it says Gentleman's Club. Without that, you are going to get the same gameplay that you normally get with the vanilla game, which you just don't want. So yeah, we played Aston Villa, and West Ham's camera is so low down, as you can see. This is probably, but it looks really cool. I mean, I've seen NightMD's videos, and I always wonder how he can play like this. But honestly, a little bit of practice will go a long, long way. And I don't think I could go back to playing on default dynamic wide now, because this just adds a whole new element to the game. You see it from a different perspective. Yes, I'm on ultra wide. As I said, I think that helps immensely to give you a little bit more of an immersive experience, but there's no doubt you can play this on a regular monitor and enjoy it. So here was Aston Villa bringing it forward. Bundia, I couldn't get a ball off him. Good bit of hold-up play by him. Keeps going. Finally stole it away. And now we've got a chance with the Bowanator. Now, is this going to be 100% perfect? No, don't be ridiculous. Nothing in the world is perfect. I mean, FIFA came out and the game was decent, and then they ruined it. So, you know, there's nothing perfect about anything. Give this a bash, download it, try it, see if you like it. I can't see why anyone would not enjoy this gameplay. Because every match, I was playing Champions League or Europa League matches because cup competitions are generally harder than exhibition. Now, there is no team spirit, though. You've got to take that into account. But on a whole, I just can't see anyone would not enjoy this gameplay. Now, as you can see there, House right there. I'm going to bring this forward a little bit. Oh, no, he doesn't lose possession. Sanson loses it right here. It's a good challenge by Bowen. But House right here tries to play the offside trap. But I've already passed it. So he's miles, you know, I'm miles onside. I don't know what happened there. They just ran off. So it can happen. And then I was through with Antonio, and because my angle's a little bit off, I fluffed my lines, which was a bit of a shame. I should have scored that. It was terrible. What was this? This is the challenge from Rice. I just caught him from behind. Apparently I'll have to do it, because I did it a lot. And then he got the free kick, which looks absolutely ridiculously real-life-like from this kind of angle, and he struck the old woodwork. But one thing I will say, take note of there, is the goalkeeping animation. Watch him. A little bit better, isn't it, than him diving like that, 65 miles into the air, looking like an absolute Moby. So, yeah, it looks way better. Oh, and there's another animation. This is a key one for you guys to look. I'm actually glad that these are popping up right now, because I want to show you these. This is a great challenge there by Vlasic as he brings it forward. Antonio, a little feed off to Fornals. I love Antonio. It's good fun to play with him. And have a look at this from Bowen. But look at the goalie save. He only jumped a minimal amount. Didn't have to jump that much. And I looked at that and I went, that was a little bit different, wasn't it? It's a little bit more natural. Why don't Konami just use this? Seriously, Konami, take this, put it into a console game, and just release PES 2022 and say, yeah, here's something for you to play. So yeah, I looked at this a few times actually, because I love the way the goalie kind of made this save without looking absolutely ridiculous. He just tips it. He just tips it. Just a little tippity tap. Beautiful. Tap. Lovely. All right, let's move on, because I played more games. A lot more. This was a chance for Bowen. I don't think I struck this very well. Yeah, and as you can see, the camera pans out as you take the free kick, which is a nice touch. We're going to move forward, actually, to... I thought there was another match. Oh, this was another animation that I saw. And it was Declan Rice who lost the ball. Lanzini finds the Rice here. But the way he stumbled after this, like he kept stumbling and then he gets all annoyed with the referee. He gets caught very minimally here by the defender, but then he loses his feet, stumbles once, twice, and then he falls to his knees, gets up and goes, bah, 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 bah. What you whining about? Another cool little thing. I had so many times I paused the game, folks. I just thoroughly enjoyed seeing like different... It was like playing a brand new game, but obviously it's not a brand new game. You know, here's Fornal's final few minutes here. We're trying to hold on to that 1-0 lead. Finding Cresswell. You know, you can take your time. There's no need to panic. Fornals again, but that's a good challenge. Here comes Ollie Watkins now. Gets it out wide to Leon Bailey, who's got a chance now to accelerate away. Not messing about, is he? He's Good play by him. Delivers it high. Big deflection. And there was Watkins with a diving header. And a good save. Bailey keeps it alive. But yeah, get ready, folks, because this is going to be Master League in a nutshell. The ultimate, most realistic Master League known to man will be coming. And hopefully it should be an absolute belter. Because, yeah, I've loved what I've played so far. Anyway, here was a chance for Antonio, just trying to use a bit of his muscle and pace. Final few seconds, and gave it away. And Benrahma now, another chance. Look at that, got bundled out of the way. It's too strong for him. McGinn. Back to Cash. And that was the full-time whistle. Now, I don't think there was anything else. Did I play any more matches? I think I played another one for like 2 seconds just to see, once again, Leicester City away from home. It's another different camera angle. And that's why every match kind of feels different, because every camera angle gives you a different experience. Anyway, I think that's long enough, folks. I've been rambling for like, I don't know, 45 minutes, 50 minutes, 40 minutes, however long. A long time. I'll leave timestamps in the video, but really, you let me know what you make of this. I think you guys would enjoy watching this live as opposed to just me, you know, showcasing you some gameplay via videos. But yeah, I had an absolute blast with it. That comes right off Antonio's face. But go ahead, go download it, the Gentleman's Club. You want all those different files. It's going to totally change the way you play this game. Try and play on Fuma as well, because it just adds to the experience. As Mr. Justin Timberlake here goes for a little bit of a splurge. I was trying to hold off any kind of angles that I could. He put it straight through the pie hole there. As Pereira. Watch this challenge here, I think. Watch. Ready? Bang. You see the way he keeps the ball? That wouldn't have happened on default gameplay once more. And I went back and I had a look at it, because I was like, watch the way he hits this with his knees. And then he keeps the ball because of the physics. It's all new. It's beautiful. All right, anyway, we'll be back shortly. Master League will be happening very, very soon. Once it's all set up, which is, it's getting there. It's getting there, but it's going to be a blast. But you let me know your thoughts below. We're back shortly. Any comments, any questions, leave them in the comments. But until next time, take care.